comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I just got back from some late night golf with the Deano. It's been a while since I've seen the Dean, and it's good to see him. He usually pops back on the scene when his missus goes back to Colombia or my misso goes to India. That's the only time we really see each other. Anyway, fucking had some dinner and then went and played some golf. And I tell you what, early on, I was doing some big drives into a heavy headwind and the body's not holding up too well. Like maybe I hit 50 balls, and golf is one of those games where you hit one good shot and you think you're good, and then you try and replicate what you just did, or not even that, you try and improve what you just did. You're like, fuck yeah, I just crushed that ball. Let's crush it further. What do I need to do? And it was a fluke you crushed it in the first place, but now you think you know. You're like, all right, I need my feet in line here. If I curl my right ankle in a touch, that will stop me from slicing it. And then the next thing you know, you're over the fucking fence. But it's those little adjustments that fucked me today. Like, I was curling my right foot in. Like, I was standing square with the tee. And every time I stood completely square, I would hook it. So I was like, if I turn my right foot in a little bit, it will stop me from twisting away. And I won't hook it. It will go straight. But what actually happened was I just almost broke my ankle, and now it feels like half my vertebrae are misaligned. My neck is hurting. All that twisting and turning, like, you can't just rock up. As a 40-year-old, you just can't rock up to the driving range and just think you're going to fucking crush the ball and get away with it. It's not how it works. You should stretch. I should have stretched. I should have at least done like hip twists or something. So anyway, fucking golf. Golf is just the same every single fucking time. It's just a frustrating fucking sport. Fuck golf. Anyway, at dinner, me and Dino were having a chat, and Dino he's a sports scientist. Calling Dino a scientist is a little bit of a stretch, but technically, he's a sports scientist. I don't know what the fuck that is, but he gives me my workout routines. He's actually the strength and conditioning coach for one of the big private schools. One of the biggest private schools in Sydney. Dino is strength and conditioning, sports scientist. The first time I met Dino, he had moved into the house I got kicked out of, and he showed me the room, and he opened the cupboard door, like the built-in wardrobe, and he's like, this is where I hide to smoke bongs. I just hide in the cupboard here, and then I open the window to blow the smoke out. I'm like, you're a fucking genius. I tell you what you're going to be one day, a sports scientist for one of the biggest private schools in Sydney. But we got talking about how much we earn at our jobs, and I told him how much I was getting for this job that is virtually unskilled labourer, and he was shocked. He was shocked that he has 2 university degrees. He works for one of the most prestigious private secondary colleges in Australia. He's spent the last 10 years developing and refining his skills. He's coaching a tennis player that is on the verge of making the Australian Open, and he was shocked that I was earning almost double. That's how out of whack this whole system is. I don't know where it's out of whack. I think it's out of whack on his end. I think my side is wages that have kept up with inflation, because the union has forced the wage rises over the years to either stay with inflation or beat inflation a little bit. So the tradies on these sites are actually earning what you should be earning, and everywhere else, the wages have just plateaued. I remember I was speaking to Dino about his brother. His brother is like an air traffic control, like one of the guys in the tower, but a real high up guy. And I remember speaking to Dino 10 years ago, and he told me how much his brother was earning. And I was like, Jesus Christ, he's earning that much? And I asked him today how much his brother's earning, and it's like $20,000 more than 10 years ago. And do you know how much more expensive it is now than it was then? It's insane. So I told him how, and I wasn't bragging. I was just like, I was literally saying to him, look, it's unskilled labor. Any fucking idiot can do this job. It's just, I don't even remember applying for this job, but I got a call back and I fucking just ended up doing it. I don't even know. No one even knows what they're doing. We're all retarded. And we're getting paid like this. I haven't been getting paid highly for the last 6 to 8 weeks though. When you do 6 12-hour days, you get paid handsomely. Very handsomely. When you do a 12-hour week, it's not the same. So you do have to do the big hours. I did explain that to him. You're not really making money unless you're doing the overtime. When you're doing the 72 hours a week, that's when you make big money. And he's like, I'll just fucking leave my job now. Can you get me a job? I'm like, I can get you into this fucking shit immediately if you like. He's like, just tell me what tickets I need. I'm like, you don't need anything. You've never done any construction work and you're already overqualified for this job. So Dino looks like he will be joining the Boyle next year when I get back from Perth. And that will be a new saga in the journey of Boyle and Deano. Anyway, I'm meeting up with Dino again tomorrow. He's going to take us to the gym and go through a few little things like, I need him to look at my squat. Anyway, fuck. This is boring, isn't it? This particular one's boring. Anyway, we've got some UFC tomorrow. I'll give that a recap and that will fucking psych us up. I was going to speak about Gout. The 16-year-old sprinter. Anyway, I got sidetracked. That'll do for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you the fuck later.